Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Kaizo Emerald playthrough. This is part 19. Last episode we had ourselves a little rematch against Red, which we won kind of nicely. Last episode I said I was going to go ahead and check out a couple of things, like finding the Pokemon in this grass, which I haven't done. I was also going to go ahead and backtrack to grab a Pokemon with Sweet Scent, which I haven't done. So I have a couple of things still to do on my list for sure. Still haven't found a Starmie either, you know, the Pokemon I said I wanted to use right at the start. But team is healed up, and this episode we're just kind of going to continue running through, getting some trainers out of the way. Not going to worry too much about those side things that I need to do. I really need to do them at some point for sure. I'll get there. For now, I'm curious as to what Team Magma is doing around here. We battled a good few of them. I think we got here. We did. Okay. So I'm assuming we're going to go ahead and get the Meteor for Meteor Falls and all that stuff, and then get towards Flannery. And it has just sort of occurred to me. Okay, Wobbuffet, no. Why? I don't want to see this. This is like the worst Pokemon I could be seeing right now. I'm going to go for Confuse Ray, and we're going to try and make this thing hit itself, but it's occurred to me that we're level 40, and we haven't got to Flannery yet. Flannery's going to have some very high-level Pokemon, and I'm a little bit afraid. It goes for Miracle immediately. It is confused. I'm assuming I can't swap, but I suppose it's worth a test, right? What would I even swap into? I don't even have a better swap. This is whatever. I don't really want a Wild Charge in case it does get the Miracle off, because then I'd be taking Recoil and the Miracle damage, which would actually be awful. So I guess I'm going for Bubble Beam, because it doesn't give me Recoil. I'm hoping it hits itself. That would be ideal. Plus, Wobbuffet's HP, very high. Doesn't hit itself. Goes for Counter. So, two things happened there that I'm really happy about. First of all, it went for Counter when I'm a special attacker, and second of all, it didn't self-safeguard so I can Confuse Ray again. That is a good series of events. Why did it go for Counter? I was expecting the AI to just spam Miracle, to be truly honest. Hits itself in Confusion. That's good. That's good. That did no damage. Ooh, yeah, Wobbuffet. It's actually a punching bag. Its attack stat could be a little higher. Sometimes, you know, you go and you hit one of those, like, arcade machines with the punching bag ball, you hit it, and it bounces back and smacks you, or smacks into your hand or something. It can have a high attack stat. You know, I believe it. I've done it more times than I care to admit. Who knows? Wobbuffet, big buff coming in the next generation. Guaranteed. It's going to have a massive attack stat instead. That'd actually be horrible. Wobbuffet does not need a buff. I didn't say anything, actually. Let's just not even put that idea out there. Let's take that idea right back. Wobbuffet, never going to be buffed. How much is that going to do? Okay, see, that's why we didn't go for Wild Charge. If we'd gone for Wild Charge, we would have just one-shot ourselves with the recoil and extra damage. Is it worth going for it now, though, when if I get hit by Miracle at this point, I'm going to go down anyway, and a Wild Charge crit would be enough. So I guess there's no point in not going for Wild Charge. I can't swap out, so I mean, I guess we're just fully committing to it. Patches, you beautiful, beautiful creature. Absolutely beautiful. The time the crit was needed right there. Venusaur, this works out. This works out, because I don't need Patches for a Venusaur. This worked out very, very nicely. Didn't expect to be leading off the day over Wobbuffet. That kind of sucks. That means sort of just stomp that ground. There is an earthquake happening somewhere. Hopefully it's not on me, because to be honest, that thing could definitely have earthquake. But it doesn't get it off, because this Venusaur is weaker than Red's Venusaur, that's for sure. So, I was also told, well, not told, but maybe I was told, I don't know. But there's no EVs in this game, which I find very strange. So, I can't use Carbos or anything like that. I don't know if I read this in the beginning and I just totally forgot it or what, but there is no EVs in this game, which kind of works out in my favor, I suppose, because it means that I can train up any Pokemon I want, and it will just already be as trained as it's going to get. I don't have to worry about EV training it into speed or whatever to outspeed certain Pokemon, because I don't think enemy Pokemon have EVs either, but enemy Pokemon have guaranteed max IVs, I think. Feel free to correct me on any of this if I'm wrong, because I'm not 100% sure. Didn't look into it too deeply, just kind of trusted what comment section says on my video and some other people's videos actually, just to try and look around. But no EVs, max IVs on any Pokemon. So if we really wanted to, we could genuinely just catch a straight up really good team for Flannery, for example. We could catch a bunch of high level water types, and we could just run into her gym with a bunch of water types. Probably wouldn't be the best idea, first of all, because obviously, I mean, she's gonna set up the sun, that's gonna nerf water type moves, etc, etc. Wouldn't be amazing. Having a balanced team is probably better, but we could. And I think the idea that we could is actually kind of interesting. I love land, but I also like to battle. If anyone challenges me, I'm there, always ready. Also, question of the day before I forget it. You know, I had like 5 prepared in the beginning of this, you know, when I went through the first few questions of the day. They were somewhat prepared. At this point, I don't have things prepared anymore. So we're gonna roll with... How can I make this Pokemon related? We need a Pokemon related question of the day because I'm feeling it. Let's go with... If you could have any Pokemon with you as your... I can't think of a better way to say this other than HM Slave. So as your HM Slave, we're assuming that we're in like Pokemon terms, okay? There is a tree 20 feet in front of you. You can't move, okay? You cannot move if you don't have cut. That tree, it intimidates you, okay? It strikes fear into your soul. You're terrified of the tree. You need a Pokemon with cut, okay? Or else you're screwed, you know? There's a big boulder, okay? Because they're just placed all over the place. They're everywhere. You don't even know what's happening. There's boulders all over your town, just in the middle of your roads, in the middle of your streets, stopping cars. You need strength. And Rock Smash. We'll assume they both work. I mean, they both work against a boulder, I'm sure. Which Pokemon do you take as your HM Slave? For me, this actually isn't too hard of a choice for me, because I mean, it is actually a harder choice than I give it credit for. I don't know what Pokemon was coming out, because to be honest, I was thinking of Zigzagoon. I'd probably go with Galarian Zigzagoon. Ninjask. This is okay if we outspeed. We don't. It gets substitute off, okay. I'd go with Galarian Zigzagoon because Galarian Zigzagoon is just a crazy cool looking Pokemon in my opinion. It's a nice looking Pokemon. I like Zigzagoon. I like rodents in general in Pokemon. Like Furret, for example. Furret is super cute. We've got... My brain stopped working because I'm scared of this thing going for aerial ice. It goes for Sandslash, which is actually scarier. Yep. Yeah, that's about what I expected. That's what I was afraid of. Which is why I shut up for a second. I guess I like the buzz. Yeah. But the only rodent that I really don't like would be like Rattata Raticate, which wouldn't really be a HM Slave anyway, because it only gets like cut, maybe Rock Smash? Maybe? It doesn't get too many HM moves, but Bidoof? Bidoof? Or Bibarel even? They get so many HMs, and I don't hate the Pokemon. It's a meme, sure. Bidoof isn't a good Pokemon, but I like Bidoof. But I'd probably go with Galarian Zigzagoon. I suppose I also don't like Wingull and Pelipper, or Toilet Bird. They're also pretty good HM slaves, but I'd go with Zigzagoon. Galarian Zigzagoon specifically. Again, I wasn't paying attention to what Pokemon was coming out, because I was thinking of Zigzagoon. This is a problem. So yeah, question of the day. If you could take any HM slave, which would you take into the real world? I don't think Zigzagoon would be the most practical. Although, actually, I mean, it'd be small enough that you could feed it. It's not like you have a Dialga or anything as your HM slave. That would not exactly be... I mean, you'd be very powerful. No one would be able to stand up to you. You control time. What are they gonna do? Shoot you? Oh no. My 1 second before I die and keel over, bam, time reversal. We're back in time now. Or you die... Oh no, you're dead. Oh wait, Dialga goes back in time. Time reversal. That'd be pretty OP actually. Maybe I'm changing my mind here. What? There's a big rock in the way? Oh, let's just advance time on it until it's eroded. Wow, crazy. Can I change my mind? I wanted Dialga. Wait, seems so dumb. Oh wow, hold on. Wait, I thought of the most... Let's not get into time stuff. Let's keep it maybe away from legendaries. Maybe a little bit. Let's try and keep it away from legendaries. Might make it a little bit. bit too strong. Maybe a little bit too strong for the real world. Sandslash. How does a Donphan do against a Sandslash? I assume it's a very neutral matchup, right? We just slap each other and over with high defense stats with ground type moves. Or we get crits. Or that. That's good too. But he has Earthquake and I don't. I did also, someone did point out to me that Head Smash is actually still a one-turn move in this game, in which case I really messed up, because that would have been so much better than Rock Slide, because we're so slow. But I wasn't aware of that, so honestly, considering we don't need EVs, I could potentially find another Donphan at some point and get Head Smash on it, but we will see. We will see. Because if it is still a one-turn move that's just recoil, it's so much better. For sure. I don't know why I decided to go for a Breloom mirror matchup, but I just wanted to. I just want to prove that my Breloom is better. Sometimes you've got to assert your dominance, okay? My Breloom's going to T-pose on their Breloom, victory is ours. Okay, there we go. But the Head Smash description did say that it was a two-turn move, so I'm not 100% convinced it was wrong, but also, at the same time, it could be like a move change from Skull Bash as Head Smash, if I'm not mistaken. We're really testing my memory here, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4th gen move, came out with Rampardos as a signature move. Sounds right in my head. I can't think of Pokemon that would have had it in Gen 3, but I know in Gen 4 it definitely had it, so sounds right. So it could have just been like a replacement move in that sort of situation, in which case, it would make sense that it would still have the description of a 2-turn move while still being a 1-turn move. So we'll see. We'll see. Head Smash, though, definitely something that I wouldn't mind having. It also makes me think of other Pokemon that could use it well, like maybe if we get like a Rhydon or something, that generally wouldn't be considered that great in a normal situation. If it has Head Smash, it could actually just blow something up. We go into Flannery's gym, we Head Smash something, it goes bye-bye. That sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, we've defeated Team Magma Grunt. It's probably time to go and heal, so let's go and heal up real quick. Boom, healed up just like so, and we still have plenty more Team Magma Grunts all over this place. This place is filled with Grunts. I mean, I guess it would make sense, right? You know, everyone's over here doing a very important mission or whatever. Kinda makes sense that you would want to make sure you have your team there, or else you'd kind of be asking to fail, but this isn't great, actually. I'm assuming it's gonna go for a grass-type move, right? That's fine and all, but my two Pokemon that take grass-type moves well, being Breloom and Blaziken, don't love flying-type moves. So it might be worth just going for Ice Shard, or even Rock Slide. If we go for Rock Slide, we assume the Jumpluff outspeeds, we Rock Slide it once, get a bunch of damage off onto it, and then Ice Shard to finish. That sounds like a plan. I know we're going to get hit by Giga Drain, I'm pretty sure we can live one. We have good defenses. Well, we have very good defenses. That did nothing. See, if we'd went for Ice Shard originally, it would have just healed that right back up. Whereas Rock Slide nearly KOs it by itself. Will the Ice Shard KO? I don't know. Yeah, it could be pretty close. It's not close at all. Just joshing with you. That's a saying I haven't said in several years. Where did that come from? Xatu. Part of me wants to stay in and Rock Slide, part of me wants to smack it with Thunder Punch. We do have Wild Charge. We could go for Wild Charge. I don't know if Wild Charge is going to be enough to KO if Thunder Punch doesn't. I don't know Xatu's defensive stats too well compared to Electabuzz, so I'm just going to Thunder Punch and not take the recoil. Plus, the recoil damage we would take from hitting this thing at full health. See, there was no need. The recoil damage we would have taken from that would have probably been just about as much as it could have dealt to us, so it's whatever. Sudowoodo. Probably has Earthquake. So I'm gonna go into Breloom thinking that it's the best thing to go into. I mean, we have Sky Uppercut. I would Giga Drain, right? I know, Sudowoodo, high defense stat, but honestly, we have so much attack. Does it even matter? No, it doesn't even matter. Breloom is dumb. Breloom MVP. Every episode is just me saying Breloom is dumb. Chansey! Now, if I'm not wrong, I did actually look up Chansey, because I thought Chansey was nuts that we only got 1 XP, and I wanted to see if anyone was, like, complaining about it or anything. Turns out Chansey actually got a defense buff. His physical defense has actually been buffed in this game, from what I can tell. Which I think is kind of unnecessary, honestly. I guess it can't... Oh, we got 6 XP! Never mind. Never mind. 6 XP? That's... Honestly, maybe that's a little bit too much. You don't want to feed my Pokemon too much. I'll get overleveled. Whoa there, 6 XP. But Chansey's whole thing is that it's a specially defensive tank. It doesn't take damage from special moves, but if you hit it on the physical side, that's its weakness. So, Chansey has a lot less of a weakness. But I guess his physical defense is still nice and low in comparison. Smeagol's gonna substitute. What are you doing, Smeagol? I'm always afraid of Smeagol because I never know what it's gonna do. We've seen, like, 3 different Smeagol sets so far. And I have no idea which one this one's gonna copy. It looks like Leftovers substitute. Are you gonna be like... If we see Leech Seed, and it's Leftovers Leech Seed substitute, I'm gonna swap into Blaziken because we can double kick. Spore! Oh, no, don't Spore. That's so annoying. That's actually so annoying. Spiderweb. Spore, Spiderweb, substitute. You've got to have an offensive move, right? We get the speed drop, which means if we do lose this Donphan at any point, Blaziken can probably come in and double kick to finish it, even if it substitutes, so we should be fine. Plus, we'll outspeed here. I'm an idiot. Why am I even thinking about that? We're fine. there's a much more obvious outspeed right here than if we lose the Pokemon. We are spiderwebbed and stuff. I'm just gonna Mud Shot. I think we're fine. We can take a Flamethrower or anything from an Arcanine. That Arcanine sprite looks menacing. Again, it looks different to me for some reason. Maybe it's just been too long since I've played Pokemon Emerald. That can't be it. We played Mega Emerald right before this. I never stopped playing Pokemon Emerald. Maybe I'm just crazy. That might be it. That might genuinely be it. Yeah, that's definitely it. Who am I kidding? I'm just losing it. Oh no. What do you have? Leftovers. That's fine. Do I outspeed? I do outspeed. Mud Shot is an underrated move. It's working just like Bulldoze. And honestly, sometimes I do genuinely run Bulldoze over Earthquake on my competitive teams. For moments like this. If you get it off twice, sure, Bulldoze then becomes stronger. Manectric. Well, this is an annoying time to have a low health Donphan. That's for sure. Although, can it live a Sky Uppercut? I don't think it can. It might outspeed. Oh, it will with the Intimidate. What am I kidding? Yeah, it definitely will. I guess we're gonna Sky Uppercut and then Mark Punch and get our Flamethrower. This was a terrible swap. I don't know why I didn't go into Lantern. Yeah, this was an awful swap. Thankfully, it didn't burn. How much is that gonna do with the Intimidate? That might be Mark Punch range. I have to go for it. It is! Okay, you know, it was a terrible swap-in, but it worked. It was really stupid, but if it works, I suppose that's fine too. Granbull, huh? That sounds like something we can kick in the head. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. The Intimidate's gonna be annoying, once again. You know, double Intimidate, not my favorite thing to go up against. But at the same time, why does that Granbull just look so bright? So many Pokemon look so bright. Is that what I've been noticing? Like, that Granbull feels really purple. Like a bright kind of nice purple. It might just be some simple things like that, but just be like a couple of shades lighter here and there. There have just been like some touch-ups across the game that are making these sprites look so much better to me. Or maybe it's my computer. Hold on, wait, maybe it's my computer on a higher brightness or something. That could also be it. If that's it, I might have been talking to myself this entire time about different sprites, and it might genuinely me just being completely stupid and not realizing I've changed a setting on my monitor display, and that would be really embarrassing. I hope that's not the case. Oh, it is, isn't it? It's definitely the case. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to soda pop these Pokemon up, just so we don't have to run all the way back again, because I want to save a bit of time. Do I have... We have a Hyper Potion. I don't know when we got that. I'm going to heal you back to full. I guess I'm going to Hyper Potion. I need to spend my money at some point on some potions. I've genuinely just not been doing that, and I have no reason not to. So I guess I'm just dumb. But whatever. Me, I'm not just a pretty face. There are so many Team Magma grunts. It's actually crazy. 4 Pokemon, Steelix. This kind of works out. It's gonna have a lot of defense. I mean, I guess I'm Mudshot, so I'm expecting it to go for Earthquake, and that means I can't exactly just swap into Lunatone or Blaziken, annoyingly. I feel like we could do with something like a Fire Flying type, just so it's not weak to ground, it isn't weak to flying if we get into another situation like that Jump Bluff, some stuff like that. I feel like a Fire Flying type would be nice. Maybe even a Charizard. Maybe. Obviously, I would prefer a Moltres, but finding a Moltres in this game I think is going to be real difficult if we can even get it. Did that thing just get away with a Double Protect? Is that what just happened? Oh, okay. Sure, we got a crit when I use Speed Up. Sure. Okay, that works out for me. We can just go ahead and swap into Electabuzz. Let's speed through a couple of these battles. There's been a lot of Team Magma grunts, okay? We get the idea. Team Magma grunts, they're here, they're being annoying, sure. Let's just start getting our way through. Trimeco, Recover, oh no, here we go. Dream Eater, that's definitely annoying. Thunder Punch twice, it's gonna recover. We're gonna keep spamming Thunder Punch. We're gonna keep spamming Thunder Punch. I'm expecting it to Dream Eater this turn, so I'm actually gonna swap. Going into Blaziken is risky, isn't it? It is, but if we get the Blaze Kick off, I think we KO. Fully Paralyzed. Blaze Kick. Is this enough? Let's not speed up this bit, 'cause it's actually kind of crucial. It is, and a crit! These crits have been coming in clutch. Okay, okay. Mischievous. I'm staying in. I don't know what it can do to me, actually. Oh, well, it can Psychic. Okay, didn't expect that. Got me there. Did get me there. Leftovers is annoying. I'm going to Wild Charge because I want as much damage as possible. Could be Eviolite Mischievous. No, it had Leftovers recovery, didn't it? Yep. I mean, that's fine. That works out. And now I'm going to go back and heal again. And boom, we make it back again. And this time I actually went to the shop as well and made sure to grab some soda pops. Or not soda pops, lemonades, sorry. As that store did sell lemonades. There's also evolutionary stones in Flower Town. So that's good too. That means if we ever need, say, a water stone for a certain star-shaped Pokemon that I maybe kind of want and have wanted for a while, we know where to get a water stone for it. So that's good. That's good. Nidoking, you're gonna get slapped. Yup. Slapped sounds about right for that. Okay. Lunatone. That's not as good for me. That's not a good Pokemon for me to go up against at all, because it could have Earth Power, and if it has Earth Power, it's going to have pretty much perfect coverage against me. It's going to have neutral stab, at least, or super effective, and that's bad. That's when you know you're going to be in for a rough time. So hopefully this Bubble Beam does a lot. That's decent. Has stab, sure, we can live that though, we have good special defense. I was afraid of Earth Power. Honestly, even if it had gone for Earth Power, it wouldn't have done that much. That did nothing. Lantern. Never forget the flubber. The absolute flubber on the side of this Pokemon. It's surprisingly tanky. Not a Smeargle. I'm gonna double kick in case it has Substitute. We've seen Substitute about 3 too many times, you know? We'll just double kick it right from the get-go before it can start doing anything too crazy. Extreme Speed? No, this one doesn't have Substitute, does it? Okay, alright. Or maybe it does. And it just doesn't go for Substitute against a Pokemon that it knows can have Double Kick? That'd be very smart AI, and we went up against a Pokemon earlier that used Counter against my Lantern. I don't think that's the case. Let's maybe not expect that one. Sizzle! A good Pokemon, but not the time to bring it in. See, that Sizzle looks really bright to me. It looks really, like, orange. I don't know. I don't know. I guess the Blaziken also looks kind of orange. Maybe it's my eyes. Who knows? It could be. It could genuinely be. We're gonna hit level 42 on Blaziken, though. At least we're gonna be leveled up enough for Flannery, I think. I don't think we're gonna have to train up for Flannery at any point, as this is just a trainer gauntlet at this point. And we've made it to Meteor Falls. Do we even want to look in? I'm gonna peek my head in. What's the item up here? What Pokemon can we encounter here? It could also be a thing. Maybe a little Bagon? Maybe a Bagon? A Dunsparce? I don't know if I can handle that much power. I don't know. I was talking about HM slaves and I didn't even mention Dunsparce. I feel like Dunsparce learns a good few HMs. I feel like Dunsparce would also be a great Pokemon, just because of the fact that it's a Dunsparce. But I don't really want to go and grab anything on the left, like a trainer battle. Don't know why I said grab for a trainer battle. I don't want to encounter a trainer battle. I do want to find one more Pokemon or two, though. We have Golbat, which I can't run from. What else do we have? We'll just zoom for a couple of encounters, just as a test. I know I don't have Sweet Scent yet. I'm going to work on that. Porygon! Do you think it would naturally learn Recover? I hate Porygon. I can't do it. Even if it was good, I couldn't do it. That's ruined my mood on checking out the rest of that. That is where we're going to wrap up for today, though, as we are at a nice point to end off, and I don't want to get into a stupidly hard battle to round off the episode. I would rather end off on a nice, happy note of, hey, we made it through the Team Magma Gauntlet. So, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!